I take my time with this.
John, let me know. Okay. Good evening and welcome to the Ordinance Subcommittee. We'll conduct an all-public meeting on Tuesday, February 9, 2021, 7 p.m. This meeting is conducted as a virtual meeting with proceeding broadcast on the media outlet provided below. Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020, order suspending certain provision of the open meeting law, General Law, Section 30A, Section 18, and the governor as March 15, ordering imposing a strict limitation of the number of people that may gathering in one place. This meeting is being conducted via remote participation. Not in-person attendance of the member of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceeding as provided for in the order. A reminder, the person who would like to listen to view this meeting while it's in progress may do use of any of the following access location: our Facebook Live Lawrence City Council page and YouTube Lawrence City Council page. Maria, roll call. Members are present. Myself, my vice chair, Councilor De La Cruz, and our president is acting as one of the member, and so one of the missing member as coming acting. So Maria, roll call. Okay.
Madam Chair, it appears as though you have a quorum without me right now.
Thank you, Councilor President. Thank you.
Have a good meeting.
Thank you. Thank you for your always help. Good evening, Councilor Reyes.
I'm here, Councilor Reyes.
Wow, good. Okay. I think Maria is trying to get in. I think she's in.
No, I'm here.
Okay. No, Maria Holler.
Oh.
Yeah. So we are just waiting for her to be able to get access to get in. So Maria, roll call. Maria, are you in? Okay. We are just waiting to Maria to get in. We are experiencing some technical problem. We are waiting for Maria Hollerin to get in. Mr. Mahir.
Hello?
Hi, Maria.
Oh my God, finally.
No, no problem, no problem. You're not the
Sorry.
only one. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just roll call, Maria.
Okay. Counselor Maria de la Cruz,
Present.
Counselor and Jorge Gonzalez, Counselor Gonzalez.
He's trying to get in.
Okay. Counselor Selena Reyes
Present.
and Chair Estela Reyes.
Present. Thank you, Maria.
Thanks.
Counselor, can I get a motion to approve the minute for 4/28/2020 and 5/26/2020?
So move.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Maria.
Roll call for approval of minutes for 4/28/2020 and 5/26/2020. Counselor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Counselor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
Chair Stella Reyes.
Yes. Motion carried.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Okay, Counselor, we're just gonna start with document 17-21. It's a resolution honoring Denise Murai. It has been put in the agenda by Counselor Rodriguez, who I believe is not present, but I'm sure that you all know that she was very active in our community. If you don't have any question, I'm just
Um,
looking for a motion to send
Motion
it.
to send to full council with favorable recommendation.
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Roll call for document 1721 that was sent to the full council with favorable recommendation. Councilor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Councilor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
Councilor Jorge Gonzalez, noted, and Chair Stella Reyes.
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you, Maria. Next document is 1121, loading, unloading zone to support its revolving test kitchen intersection of Hampshire and Common Street. It has been put in the agenda by Derek Michelle, Executive Director of the Lawrence Partnership. Can I get a motion to send document 1121 to Officer Scallon, I'm sorry, Officer Cano. No Scallon, Cano.
Me está traicionando a mi amigo. My gosh. To
Motion,
Mr. Yes.
motion to send it to Officer Cano and table the item 1121.
Motion to send it.
Second.
The motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Okay, roll call for document 1121 that was sent to Officer Cano and table. Councilor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Councilor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
Councilor Jorge Gonzalez, noted, and Chair Stella Reyes.
Yes,
Motion carries. Thank you.
thank you. The next document is document 1221. Is the National Guard Barney at South Union Street, Dock Bridge. It has been put in the agenda by myself and Councilor Regis. We have been in communication with Nelson Ortiz. We still have to, Councilor Selena, if this is, do we have a time frame in this item, or that's something that we can send it up? Because I know that you've been having a conversation with Nelson Ortiz.
I don't have the time yet. He submitted. He want to promote.
Okay, so you don't have a time yet, so meaning that he doesn't need it now, or we can leave a table until we get more information, or you feel comfortable to send it up with favor recommendation?
I think we can send it for favor recommendation because he had everything. He only is waiting for the approve.
Okay. So I'm looking for a motion to send it with favor recommendation.
Motion to approve.
You already send it. I will second
Okay.
the motion.
The motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Roll call for document 1221 that was sent to the full council with favorable recommendation. Councilor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
Councilor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Councilor Jorge Gonzalez, noted, and Chair Stella Reyes.
Yes,
Motion carries. Thank you.
thank you. And similar document 13-21 is also National Guard Barnett Shoshin Park, and also has been put on the agenda by Councilor Selena Reyes and myself. Counselor, is basically the same. We are trying to promote. We have all that information. We've been checking with Nelson Ortiz. It's not a conflict. I don't think it's any problem. It's only a partner just to promote it. So can I get a motion to send it with favor recommendation to the full council?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
The
Aye.
ayes have it.
Roll call for document 1321 that was sent to the full council with favorable recommendation. Councilor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
Councilor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Councilor Jorge Gonzalez.
I'm here. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And Chair Estela Reyes.
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you.
Thank you.
Last but not least of our new item, 14-21, National Guard Barney Elm Street Park. It has been put in the agenda by Councilor Selena Reyes and myself. Motion to send it with favor recommendation. Okay, I'm looking for a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Guys have it.
Okay, roll call for document 14-21 that was sent to the full council with favorable recommendation. Councilor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
Councilor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Councilor Jorge Gonzalez,
Yes.
and Chair Estela Reyes.
Yes,
Motion carries. Thank you.
thank you. Councilor, can I get a motion to take document 321, 420, 3-21, 421, 521, and 921 as a block and out of table?
So move.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Roll call for documents 321, 421, 521, 921 to be taken as a block and not a table. Councilor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Councilor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
Councilor Jorge Gonzalez,
Yes.
and Chair Estela Reyes.
Yes,
Motion carries. Thank you.
just give me 1 second. So I know that Officer Cano, he's supposed to join us. So let's see if he's get connected. Just give it a few minutes. I know that I've been getting a lot of. Okay. So. Can I get a motion to reset, just to wait until Officer Cano get connected?
So moved.
Motion.
Yeah. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Roll call to recess at 7:20. Councilor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
Councilor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Councilor Jorge Gonzalez,
Yes.
and Chair Estela Reyes.
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. So we are. Motion to get out of reset.
second,
So move.
The motion has been made properly second. All those in favor?
aye,
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. We can continue just going to some of other items that I wish to take out of table. So can I get a motion until Officer Cano get connected? Can I get a motion to take document 267-20 out of table?
So move.
second,
All those in favor?
Aye.
aye,
Okay,
The ayes have it.
Madam Chair, what page is that?
That is the first page, the last document, 267-20.
okay, roll call for document 26720 that was taken out of table matters. Counselor Jorge Gonzalez,
yes,
Counselor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Counselor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
and Chair Stella Reyes.
Yes,
Motion carries.
Counselor, document 267-20 is amendment to the administrative code and has been put in the agenda by our city attorney. What this is going to do is all these amendments were done in collaboration with the personal director from Bonet. Generally, this provision has been the subject to numbers of lawsuits. Thankfully, we have one in the court with respect of this provision, but we was still necessary to litigate and use the city resource to eliminate the provision will be more cost effective. So basically what she is looking, let me just try to explain a little bit what our city attorney is looking in collaboration, as she said, with our personal director. We have in the past, we have been faced a lot of lawsuit just because, let's say that any employee has been taken to the court just because we don't have any document that can support us. And though we had been winning the cases, we're still using the city's resources. What she's looking to do so is I'm going to send this item with a favor recommendation to order a public hearing where our city attorney is going to be able to elaborate a little bit more at the city council level. But basically, she's just looking just to add those amendments. That way we don't have to go through the court whenever we have any employee that feel like they mistreated them, and that's the reason that she's looking to do so. If you don't have any question, that's the motion that I'm looking to send it with favor recommendation to order a public hearing.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I'd like that to be more, unless we can go down to read what it says.
Yes. So
It
you
is-
want me to read it? What they looking?
Yes.
Okay.
If it is on the agenda, I can go all the way down to find it.
No, it should be, that has been sent out through you by email. But it ordained by the law of the city council to revise the ordinance to the city of Lawrence R. Herbert further amendment by deleting section 4:1.14 of the administrative code, establishment of the personal department purposes. Retention of employee on basic of their performance. A reasonable effort should be made to assist employee in correcting inadequate performance, and in following such effort, performance cannot be correct, separation shall occur. So meaning, what she meant is basically sometime we know that we not longer want to work with any individual. So they just feel like if they have no union, they can take us to the court. So that's the section that she's looking to change. But I can forward that email to you and you can revise, and you're going to be able to speak on or ask any question at the full council level.
Why not to send it to full council to be revised?
It's going to. We are going to be ordering a public hearing.
Okay, then the motion should be sent for public hearing to be revised as well.
Yeah, so she's going to be present with pending her documentation, you mean, or revised?
Pending her documentation, exactly, because we don't know at this point is that it's going to favor the city, but what's going to happen with the workers as well? Then we have to look at the two sides of the situation, and to be able to decide what is the best for the city and what is the best for the people working as well.
Yes, I agree. So we can either do two things. We can leave it down here until she gets, she can come in and explain to us and make us feel comfortable. Or we can send it to order public hearing, which is going to be taking a good 2 or 3 weeks until we get the items back. Do you feel like we should leave it down here?
We should leave it down here, request more documentation on the matter, and then send it to the full council.
Okay, so we are looking for a motion to table the items. So we're gonna
For the item.
Counselor.
Motion to table the item and send it to.
Excuse me,
Yes.
madam,
Yes, Councilor Gonzalez.
but we can request the information. I have the information and then in the public hearing, that way we can move forward, not waiting for another month.
I
Yes,
agree.
yeah, so you guys, if you don't want to support, so we can go with the second proposal, which is send it with favor recommendation to order public hearing and ask the city attorney to be present.
Just,
So
Yes,
I have a motion on the table, which is table the item and leave it down here. Can I hear a second? Okay, motion died. Looking for motion to send it with favor recommendation to order a public hearing and ask the presence to our city attorney to give more info.
make a motion.
second.
The motion has been made properly second. All those in favor?
Aye,
The ayes have it. Roll call.
Roll call for document 26720 that was sent to the full council with favorable recommendation to order public hearing, as well as the presence of the city attorney for further information. Councilor Selena Reyes,
Yes,
Councilor Jorge Gonzalez,
yes,
Councilor Maria de la Cruz,
Present.
and Chair Stella Reyes.
Yes. Motion carried.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Okay, so we have Officer Cano. So we are going to start, as you remember, we took all the items as a block from the table items. So we are going to start with document 321, handicap parking at 77 Shoshin Road. Officer Cano.
Good evening, everyone. I apologize, having difficulty connecting tonight. Document number 321 is for 77 Shawshene Road. It's on behalf of Mr. Luis Aponte. I did go by that location and I assessed it. I was able to get him a handicap space on the Abbott Street side. So the measurements would be from the northwest corner of Shawshene Road on Abbott Street, traveling west to a point 20 feet. And again, from the northwest corner of Shawshene Road on Abbott Street, traveling west to a point 40 feet. They'll place that handicap parking on the north side of Abbott Street in front of the side entrance to the residence, which is what he requested. And it is actually right behind, his parking will be right behind a handicap ramp access to the sidewalk, which is perfect. So if the council allows it, then it should be, that's where it's going to be placed.
Motion to send it to full council with favorable recommendation
Before you
for
continue.
public hearings, right?
Yeah, but I have a question before we send the motion, but thank you for making the motion. Officer Cano, so this is not going to be a Shoshin Road. It's going to be on the Abbott side, which is right on the corner.
Yes, it's going to be on Abbott Street. This is a corner property, and it's right at the intersection of Abbott at Shawshene. It just so happens that the address is on Shawshene Road. So when I did the measurement based on the location, I thought it was best at that location on Abbott Street. So the entrance, the parking is going to be on Abbott Street.
Do you have the opportunity to speak with Mr. Aponte about that? It's not going to be right in front of the house. It's going to be on the side of the house.
Yes, and that is what he was requesting. He was requesting it on Abbott Street.
Okay. So now, yes,
Second.
Mara by Chair make the motion to send it with favor recommendation to order a public hearing by second by Councilor Selena Reyes. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Okay, roll call for document 3-21 that was sent to the full council with favorable recommendation and to order public hearing. Councilor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Councilor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
Councilor Jorge Gonzalez,
Yes.
and Councilor Stella Reyes, Chair.
Yes. Motion's carried.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Next document is 421, handicap parking at 139 Main Street. It has been put in the agenda by Mrs. Edith Acevedo. Officer Cano.
Yes, thank you. So I went to that location and I met with the applicant. She was very happy that we would be able to give her the opportunity to have a handicap space. The location is extremely congested. The houses are right next to each other. It's a very busy road. And there's very limited parking. The back parking lot up to the buildings is actually basically what they did is they put all the parking to the houses basically all together, and there's very little room for someone in her condition to be able to drive to the back and then try and park at an angle and back out in the same way. So it's very restricted. So I was able to make the measurements right in front of her address. of 139 being from the northeast corner of Railroad Street on May Street, traveling northbound to 600 feet is the first sign. And the second one will be on the northwest corner of Railroad Street on May Street, traveling north to a point 620 feet. So the sign will end up in front of 139 May Street.
Okay, so you are recommended, so you say you met with the applicants and
Yes,
so I'm not quite sure what is that street, that is across the cemetery.
that's right across from the cemetery, just before the roundabout to the Manchester Street. And it's a, like I said, it's a very congested space for parking because they have many multi-unit buildings, one after the other, and everyone's basically fighting for space. So the space that I did find for it is just beyond the telephone pole and the medium between the two buildings. So it doesn't block the access in case the fire department needs to gain access to either building. So the parking space is going to be in front of the stairwell to the porch to the building itself.
So how close that address is from the roundabout? Is close or is a couple of houses? I'm just thinking about, I'm sure that you were able just to check all the safe measurements, but how close?
It's about 600 feet as well. From corner to corner, whether it's Railroad Street or Manchester Street, it's about 600 feet distance.
So it's gonna be quite a few distance
Mañana va a estar en la oficina.
for quite a.
It's
Buenas noches.
it's going to be the same distance from the from Manchester Street
Va a estar mañana.
as the
En la
same.
mañana en la oficina.
Councilor, excuse me, Officer Cano,
Yeah.
Councilor Gonzalez. Okay, you may continue.
I'm not sure if I'm understanding your question, but the distance between the Railroad Street and Manchester Street, when you meet at the property, is about halfway either way. So I did the measurement from Railroad Street because the sidewalk from Manchester Street was uneven and there was a tree that had already lifted up the sidewalk and it was very difficult to get over that. So I went on the Railroad Street side and I measured from Railroad to the building, 600 and then 620 feet.
Okay. So my question was that since it is a busy road, I just want to make sure that the house is not so close to the roundabout and it kind of make her difficult to park in front of the house. But as you say, if it's 600 feet, I think it's almost a mile from the corner, right?
Not quite a mile, but again, it's maybe a quarter of a mile.
Okay.
But regardless of the fact, that's the only space that they have.
Okay.
They
So
have more space than the previous case that we had, the previous document. That means it has plenty of space to park.
Thank
from
you,
either-
yeah, thank you, Councilor De La Cruz. Yeah, I just want to make sure. I know that I noticed that we have quite a few applicants. They've been requesting a handicap parking when it can be very dangerous for them to be parking on the street. So I know that Officer Cano is usually meet and talk to them, but I just want to make sure this is more just to a public record that when he goes to measurement, he also tried to get in touch with the applicants. And if there's any concern or safety issue, he might can bring it back to us. So my question is because that street, it called my attention on that because I know it's a busy street. Yeah, but thank you. Thank you, Madam Vice Chair. So any other council have a question for Officer Cano? If not, the motion is to send it to favor recommendation to order a public hearing. I'm looking
Second.
for. So the motion has been made by Councilor De La Cruz, second by Councilor Gonzalez. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Okay, roll call for document 4-21 that was sent to the full council with favorable recommendation to order public hearing. Councilor Jorge Gonzalez,
Yes.
Councilor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
Councilor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
and Chair Stella Reyes.
Yes,
Motion
Motion.
carries.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Next document is 421. Replace a 2-hour parking with 1 hour parking at 56 Brookfield Street intersection of Eaton Street. It has been put in the agenda by Councilor Abdul. Councilor,
Excuse me, is that
well,
May I make a,
421?
may I make a
That's 21.
Is that
Five-
421 or
it's
521, Councilor?
five, 521?
Thank
It's
you.
521. Did I say 4?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting old. Even though you don't see me, you don't hear my gray hair. And the office is the one has the gray hair. I think I'm the one is getting old. So, so Councilor Adu, he texted me earlier. He was trying to be present just to speak on behalf this specific item. As you know, he usually present when it's something that it has to do with his district. But due to the storm, he's not gonna be able to. And he would like us to support. He said that he's been meeting quite a few times with Mrs. Pauline and also with Officer Cano. So the floor is yours, Officer Cano.
Thank you. So yes, that is true. I am familiar with Miss Pauline Labby. She is the owner of the salon, New Beginnings. I've been to her business many times, and her concern has always been regarding the clients, which are of age, elderly folks that need the access to the front of the business to get in and out of their car, whether they're being dropped off or whether they're able to park. So she has 2 spaces designated for the business. Right now it's 2 hours, and she would like to change that to a 1 hour because of the amount of times that people will park overnight, and by the time she calls to try and get the police to go or traffic control to go, they have to wait another 2 hours before they can ticket a $25 ticket. So now 4 hours go by, and by then she's done at about 12. Her morning starts at 7 and ends between 12 and 1 o'clock. She's and the time is very valuable. And unfortunately, people are not respecting that space. And so that's the reason for the request.
Okay.
And
So
The change will not affect the location of the sign. The signs will be in the same position, same place. However, the sign in itself will be designated 1 hour only.
I have a,
motion to approve.
hold
Second.
on, Councilor Maria de la Cruz. I have a question. We're not passing all the document. Thank you for the motion. What time the businesses Mrs. Pauline has?
7 to
No,
1.
what type of the businesses that she has a store, she has a hair
It's
salon?
a hair salon, beauty hair salon.
Okay, so and she is agreed of having an hour instead of 2 hours, as you say. She say yes, this is what she wants, but what I'm thinking, if she has a hair salon, that she's gonna be done in an hour?
Yes,
Okay, so because after we pass, we have to wait a year just to make another changes. So I'm assuming that if she's requesting, she's being facing a lot of issue with the people parking in there. So yes, the motion, I have a motion on the floor to
Second.
send with the favor recommendation. The motion has been made already by Councilor De La Cruz and second by Councilor Gonzalez. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 They are have it.
Okay, just to have a quick question, is this order public hearing too?
Yes.
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 Okay, roll call for document 5-21, Councilor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Councilor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
Councilor Jorge Gonzalez,
Yes.
and Chair Estela Reyes.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Last but not least, and we're gonna get rid of Officer Cano, is Doc 921. And that is a no parking sign at 168 Newberry Street. It has been put on the agenda by myself and by Councilor Selena Reyes. Before you do the, okay, Officer Cano.
Madam Chair, if you don't mind, I'd like to just remind you that we have document 28020 as well after this one regarding Alma
Well-
Street. So,
Yeah, okay.
yes, okay. So document 9-21, this is in request from Councilor Selena Reyes and also Madam Chair Stella Reyes for the Lawrence Community Works, where there will be a pickup and drop off sign, basically a space that will allow for people to drop off and pick up and not park all day. This has been placed or requested in front of the door leading to the main entrances. If the council should pass this document, the parking should be placed at that location, which will be the northwest, from the northwest corner of Elm Street on Newberry Street, traveling north to a point 172 feet, and from the northwest corner of Elm Street on Newberry Street, traveling north to a point 292 feet. So that'll place the sign on the west side of Newberry Street in front of 168.
Mr. Cano?
Yes,
Councilor De La Cruz.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Cano, not only to put the drop-off sign and the pickup sign, I think a crossing line should be put in there because it's very dangerous. Number one, it's like a curve. And number two, sometimes people doesn't know where to cross. Then it should be put like a crossing sign on the floor that it could be visible for the kids when they are around there, because it's a very dangerous place. When they playing around, when the kids are playing around, they're not looking. If there is a sign on the floor, then the cars are going to be more sensible not to run around there, not to speed around there. Can
Councilor,
that be the
Uh,
petition?
Councilor Vice Chair, if we wish to go with that or forward, that it has to be a request for a DPW, because that has nothing to do with the police officer. But I think that is a great idea because I am very familiar with that area, and it has been an issue going on for such a long time. So great idea. I want you to be the author. This is your district, so that you can request, and doesn't have to come from us. That can go through the DPW, and just to request. If you want me to, I can request it on your behalf tomorrow. You want me to do that,
Madam Chair,
Yes,
Councilor?
ma'am.
Yeah,
I
Councilor.
want,
Yeah.
I want to let you know, we already request through DPW.
Oh, wow, you ahead of me? I can't believe that. That cannot be happen. Don't do that again. I don't like when people's ahead of me.
I'm so sorry, Madam Chair, but we do almost 2 years ago through the neighbor circle.
Okay, so
And
again, don't go
Then
ahead.
should we send a letter? Should we send a to DPW for them to update the information? Because you know, when the kids are at the water fountain over there, it is very dangerous. I don't know. Thanks God we haven't had an accident in there, but between the speeding, the kids in the water, and you know, not being sensible to slowing down when they get to that little corner over there. It's not a corner; it's a curve. I think uh, we should send a note to the DPW for them to remember that they need to do something about it.
Councilor De La Cruz, since that is your district, do you give me permission to work with that since
I-
Councilor Selena Reyes went ahead of me and I don't like anyone to be ahead of me? So will you give me permission to work with that? We don't need to make a
I
motion.
say yes. Remember that I'm working with the council today for about 12 hours. Then I say yes, you may.
Okay, so
Work
Council-
like I'm doing.
okay, Councilor Selena Reyes, just for you to let you know. So next time, don't go ahead of me. I'm gonna be taking care of that matter. And that's gonna be happening first thing in the morning, tomorrow morning. However, this is not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna take quite a few times because as you know, today we already have another storm. We don't know when we have a clear that we can do that and paint it.
But if
So
we are on if they
that,
update the information in the summer when they started painting the roads, then they put those matters on a list. And if you put the matter on the list, they, you know, by the summer they will have that ready.
remember that I'm not gonna be jumping. You gave me permission to work with that, and I promise. Just because I want to prove, Councilor Selena, that she's never gonna be ahead of me. Okay, so I
I
am
apologize, Madam Chair,
okay.
but we can work together in this petition.
I will do that. So the motion is it's not gonna be since you are the author, Councilor Selena Reyes, it's going to be a pickup and drop off only. And I'm sure that Officer Cano might want to elaborate a little bit more. Why did he put no parking instead of drop off and pickup? I think you know it makes more sense for someone just to kind of drop, leave, and come back and pick up their kids. Okay.
Yes.
So the motion is to send it with a favor recommendation to order a public hearing. I'm looking for a motion.
Motion to approve?
Second.
The motion has been made by Councilor Selena Reyes, second by Councilor Gonzalez. All those in favor?
Aye.
Right.
The ayes have it.
Madam Chair,
Discussion.
She needs to make a roll call, Councilor De La
no,
Cruz.
before the roll call, Madam Chair, in case that we need to ask something. At that situation, the two poles needed to be put on because sometimes they only put one pole with the sign with the pickup and drop off, and then people park after or before. Then
May
Yeah.
I interrupt and
Yes.
just say that at that juncture where the sign is going to be placed, whether it's 1 or 2, it's going to be right at where the driveway is. So there's space enough for people to come out, but there's no other room for someone to park because it's a driveway ramp.
Okay.
So it's only the space for the vehicle that is drop off pickup and then the driveway. And then there's another driveway right before that.
Okay.
So
And that's
I
it.
think that takes care of your concern, Counselor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we are waiting for the roll call. I'm sorry, Maria. Go ahead with the roll call.
Okay, roll call for document 9-21 that was sent to the full council with favorable recommendation to order public hearing. Councilor Jorge Gonzalez,
Yes.
Councilor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Councilor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
and Chair Estela Reyes.
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you, Maria.
Thank you.
Can I get, I thought that we just gonna be having the last, item from Officer Cano, but can I get a motion to take document 288-20 out of table?
So moved.
So move.
Is that 288 or 280?
280. 280.
280. Okay, thank you.
We waited for a
second that.
second.
Yes, yeah, you made the motion, Selena second the motion, so roll call to
A
take it.
roll call for document 280-20 that was taken out of table matters. Councilor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
Councilor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Councilor Jorge Gonzalez,
Yes.
Councilor and Chair Estela Reyes.
Yes,
Motion carries. Thank you.
document 280-20, tenant parking only sign at 17 Alma Street. It has been put on agenda by, Mrs. Elizabeth Ramo, Officer Cano.
Yes, good thank you. And so I have had the opportunity to meet with the applicant, Elizabeth Ramos. Her concern was regarding the parking in front of her house or the building itself. It's a 3-family. So what's strange about this area is that it only has 2 houses that actually have the address of Alma Street. So what's happening is that the other corner properties on Myrtle Street are using up the spaces. And then we have, on the other side, towards Irving Street, there's a business, and then other people park as well. So what's happening is, for such a small street that's maybe 200 feet, there's not, a lot of it is driveway, and the street is so small that you really can't park on both sides of the street because they'll be blocking traffic. No car will get through. So what they were requesting is to have resident parking for their house in front of the building, which only gives about maybe 2 spaces of a car length. It's actually 1 space car length, but at least they have a driveway that has 3 car spaces in the driveway. The house across the street has plenty of parking, enough that they can fit several cars, so that wouldn't impact them as much. So I did do the measurements. I took a look at the area, and I have measured that from the southeast corner of Myrtle Street on Alma Street, traveling south to a point 110 feet. I'm sorry, 100, traveling south to a point 90 feet, and then from the southeast corner of Myrtle Street to on Alma Street, traveling to a point 110 feet. So basically 20 feet, 1 car space will be enough to be able to accomplish the request for that particular resident for 1517 Alma Street, resident parking only sign.
Okay, so, if I did understand correctly, so it's only 2 houses in that street?
There's only 2 houses that have the address to Alma Street on that particular section between Myrtle and Irving. So the opposite even side, they have parking.
Okay,
The odd side has only that one space available for their house, for the residents on the 3-family house. So it would be great if they were granted that space for their tenants, because during the year, other people will come and park and they don't have enough space for their
Oh.
own residents of that
Okay.
building.
Okay, so, since this is on my district, I think, I don't know if you had a chance to speak to her and let her know that, no one is gonna, let's say that she has company who's come and visited them. They cannot park over there because the address is, or the registration is not gonna come as that address. Did you had a chance to explain that to her?
Yes, I did. We had
Okay.
conversation regarding that.
Okay, so is if any other counselor doesn't have a question, I'm okay with it. So I'm looking for a motion.
Motion.
Motion to approve?
Motion to send it with favorable recommendation to order public hearing. So
Second.
the motion has been made by Councilor Salinas, second by Councilor Gonzalez. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it.
A roll call for document 280-20 that was sent to the full council with favorable recommendation and to order public hearing. Councilor Jorge Gonzalez,
Yes.
Councilor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Councilor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
and Chair Stella Reyes.
Yes.
Motion carries.
So, Counselor, at this point, we do not have any other items. Thank you, Officer Cano.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
can we take out document 2620,
2620, which page? Second
which
page?
is page 2?
Okay, before we go ahead, we're not gonna have Counselor Payano present today. My apologies. I was supposed to let you know that he's not gonna be able to make it. So he wish that item remind table until he's gonna be able to come in and bring all that information.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I do
The mo-
have a two items that I do want to take out of table and send for withdrawal because this is do not need the police report. The document is looking for motion to take document 216-20 and 196-20 out of table and send it for withdrawal.
Second. Most
I'm looking for the motion to second.
Motion to take out of table and
Second.
The motion has been made by Councilor Maria de la Cruz and seconded by Selena Reyes is to send document 216-20 is a handicap parking at 88 Phillips Street. Delete, it has been put on agenda by Councilor President Mark LaPlante. And the next document is similar, is the parking removal at 112 Springfield Street. So none of those documents need any action from the police. So the motion is to send it with favor recommendation to withdraw. So a roll call, Maria?
Okay, roll call for document 216-20 and 196-20 that were taken out of table matters and sent to the full council with favorable recommendation for withdrawal. Councilor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Councilor Maria de la Cruz,
yes.
Councilor Jorge Gonzalez,
Yes.
and Chair Stella Reyes.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay. Any other councilor wish to have any table item that we need to discuss this time?
Madam Chair,
Yep.
we can take it 161-19.
169. That is on the second page, Councilor Radio, or the third page?
Yes, it's on the top page.
169.
What page?
On the top,
Page 232. Page 1, 2, 3. 3.
yes,
Okay.
3.
One.
161-19.
Okay, 161. I don't know for what reason, because I noticed that Maria Holleran is also been getting difficult with the numbers. So I thought it was 169. It's 169.
Okay.
Can I get a motion to take document 161-19 out of table?
Motion to,
To take out of table? Can I hear
yes.
Second.
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes
Okay.
have it.
Roll call for document 161-19 that was taken out of table matters. Counselor Jorge Gonzalez,
Yes.
Counselor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Counselor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
and Chair Estela Reyes.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Councilor Selena Reyes, I know what happened because someone from your area, they called me today that it was an accident involved in this, but this is a four-way stop at the intersection of Bailey and Abbott Street. So if I'm correct, it's 2 stop sign. We're looking for 2 more, or is only one side that has stopped? 1 or 2?
I think I'm looking for 2 more because I think they had 2 in place.
Okay, they have 2 in place.
Yes.
So, because I don't know if you were aware, but someone called me about that today and explained this, that someone got involved in an accident, and that was yesterday or today?
They mentioned yesterday.
Okay, so that happened yesterday.
Yes, because the
Okay.
Everett Street don't have.
Okay, so since we have this item in the agenda, what we can do at this point, we can resend this item to Officer Cano and the city. Well, I don't think we need to see to get the city engineer because it's already 2. So can I get a motion to send document 161-19 to Officer Cano?
Make a motion.
So the motion has been made by Councilor Selena Reyes and seconded by Councilor Gonzalez. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Okay, roll call for document 161-19 that was sent to the Officer Cano. Counselor Jorge Gonzalez,
Yes.
Counselor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Counselor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
and Chair Estela Reyes.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Can I also get a motion to table document 161-19?
Make a motion.
Can I hear a second?
Second.
So the motion has been made, properly made by Councilor Jorge Gonzalez, seconded by Councilor Selena Reyes. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Roll call for document 161-19 that was tabled. Counselor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Counselor Jorge Gonzalez,
Yes.
Counselor Maria de la Cruz,
Yes.
and Chair Estela Reyes.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Maria. So any other item that we wish to take at a table now?
I will excuse myself and I will step out. I'm very
Okay.
tired.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. We really appreciate your participation and try to rest.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Counselor, if it's not any other item, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
Second. So move.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
A roll call to adjourn. Counselor Selena Reyes,
Yes.
Counselor Jorge Gonzalez,
Yes.
Counselor Stella Reyes,
Yes.
Counselor Maria de la Cruz. She excused herself. Motion to adjourn, I guess. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
9.
Good night.
Good night.